Hello level 9. We will answer inshallah upper and lower bounds quiz. So for the first one, we have here the height of a tree is 3 meter corrected to nearest meter. It's a meter and it's corrected to the nearest meter, so I will divide 1 by 2, it's 0.5. So I will add and subtract 0.5 to this 3 meter, add and subtract 0.5 or 0.5. Okay, so it will be 2.5 meter, this is for the lower bound, and 3.5 meter for the upper bound. After that, he said what is the shortest possible height. Of course it will be 2.5 meters, this one, okay, because it must be the lower bound. For the next one, if x 3 centimeter and y 5 centimeter, both of them correct to nearest centimeter and it's corrected to nearest centimeter. So first we will divide 1 by 2 equals 0.5. okay, so we will add 0.5 and subtract 0.5 for x and y, so we have 3 and 5, add here 0.5, sorry, subtract 0.5 and add 0.5, subtract 0.5 and add 0.5, so it will be here 2.5 and here 3.5 for the upper bound. Here it will be 4.5 and 5.5. After that he said what is the upper bound of y minus x. I need the upper bound, okay, of y minus x. To calculate the upper bound of y minus x, this is subtraction, so it will be the upper bound minus the lower bound. So I will write upper bound of y, right, minus lower bound of x. To get the upper, it's upper minus lower, and to get the lower, it's lower minus upper. This is for subtraction. So it will be upper of y, okay, it will be 5.5 minus lower of x, it will be 2.5. okay, make your subtraction, you will get 3 centimeter. okay, think it's easy. After that, for question number 3, we have x equal 1 meter correct to nearest meter, and y is exactly 2. So for x, it's 1 meter corrected to the nearest meter, so again 1 divided by 2 equals 0.5. okay, and x is 1, so I will add and subtract 0.5. It will be 0.5 and 1.5, right? After that he said what is the upper bound of x divided by y. I need the upper bound of x divided by y. The upper bound of division is the upper bound of numerator, means x, divided by lower bound of denominator, means here y. okay, so for upper bound of x, it's easy, it's 1.5. For lower bound of y, here can I get the lower bound of y? Here actually you can't. Why? Because he said y is equal to exactly 2. So actually y is not even, you can't get even upper bound or lower bound, it's exactly 2. It's not corrected to anything like 2 decimal places, 2 centimeter, 2 meter, whatever, it's just 2. okay, so no need to calculate here lower bound or upper bound, it's just y. okay, it's just a number, so I will divide here by 2. okay, so upper bound, he said what is the upper bound, so upper bound of x is 1.5 divided by y, and y is exactly 2, so I will divide it by 2, so 1.5 divided by 2 equals what? Equals 0.75. okay, so it's this one. Let's go for the next one. Question number 4. 2 pencils are measured as 15 centimeter each. okay, both correct to the nearest centimeter. What is the upper bound for the combined length of both pencils? So I have it's a 15 centimeter corrected to the nearest centimeter. That's mean I will say 1 divided by 2, 0.5. So I will add 0.5 and subtract also here, add 0.5 and subtract 0.5. So it will be 14.5 and here it will be 15.5. This for one pencil. For the other pencil it will be the same. So if I need to get the upper bound of first pencil plus the second pencil, it's addition, and if I need to get the upper bound of addition, I will get the upper plus the upper plus upper, so it will be 15.5 plus 15.5 means 31. Don't forget your unit. Okay, here also we have a unit, meter. Let's complete question number 5. A triangle has base with length exactly 2. So the length here equal 2 exactly. We can't calculate even upper or lower bound because they said it's exactly 2 centimeter. And the height of 3 centimeter. Height is with 3 centimeter, but height correct to nearest centimeter. So for height, it's equal 3 centimeter, but it's rounded to nearest centimeter. So 1 divided by 2 equals 0.5. Okay, let's round. I will add 0.5 and subtract 0.5, so it will be 2.5 and here 3.5 centimeter. This is the lower bound and the upper bound for the height. He said, what is the upper bound of the area? First, let's remember the rule of area. Area equal half multiplied by base multiplied by height. Okay, this is the base length. Okay, so if I need to get the upper bound of area, it will be this half, you will leave it the same. The rest is multiplication, so you need multiplication. It will be upper multiplied by upper, so it will be upper bound of base multiplied by upper bound of height, right? Okay, but actually for the base we said it's what? It's exactly 2, so we can't get the upper bound of it. It's just the base, and we will just get the upper bound of height. So it's 1 over 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by, what is the height? I won't take this, I will take the upper bound, so it will be 3.5 here. So multiply all of them together, 2 with 2, so it will be 1 by 3.5 equal 3.5 centimeter square. Right, here there's a mistake because there's 2 correct answers. Okay, next one. Here, the area of triangle is 10 meter square. Here is the area equal 10 meter square, and they said to the nearest square meter. Square meter is the same unit here, so it's just 1 divided by 2 equals 0.5. Add and subtract 0.5. You will get 9.5 for the lower and 10.5 for the upper. Okay, after that he said the base of triangle is 2. This is the area, and now we have also the base equal 2.0 meter, and it's to 1 decimal place. 1 decimal place means 0.1, so it's divided by 2 equals 0.05. So here we will add 0.05 and subtract also 0.05. Okay, so subtract here, it will be 1.95, and add it will be 2.05. okay, lower and upper. After that he said, what is the range of values? Okay, could the height HP give your values accurate to 2 decimal places? So how to calculate the height? First, we know that the rule of area equal half times base times the height. To calculate the height, we will multiply first cross multiplication, 2 multiply a, so base multiply height equal 2a, right? then divide here by base and here by base. So actually height will equal 2 multiply A divided by B. So this is our rule. So to get the upper bound of h, for example, of the height, how can I get it? It will be 2, because it's constant, it's exactly equal to, multiplied by upper bound of A divided by, because it's a division, it will be divided by lower bound of B. Okay, let's call this B, make it capital B, base times height. Okay, make it even, no problem, make it small b, no problem. Okay, so it will be a upper over lower, because it's division, and if you need to calculate the upper bound of division, it's upper divided by lower. If you need to calculate lower, it will be lower divided by upper. So this is for calculating upper. So let's calculate it. It will be 2 multiplied by upper bound of area here, it will be 10.5 here, divided by lower bound of base, it will be 1.95. right, let's calculate. So it will be 2 multiplied by 10.5 and all divided by 1.95. So it will equal 10.76, and they said 769, and they said rounded to the nearest 2 decimal places, so it will be 10.77. so this one is 10.77 to the nearest 2 decimal places. Okay, this is the upper bound. Now how to calculate in the same way the lower bound? How to calculate the lower bound of h? Lower bound for division, it will be 2 multiplied by lower bound over upper bound. So it will be lower bound of area divided by upper bound of base. So here we can calculate 2 multiplied by lower bound of area, it was 9.5, so it will be 9.5 divided by upper bound of base, it will be 2.05. let's divide. 2 multiplied by 9.5 divided by 2.05, you will get 9.26, rounded, it will be 9.27. okay, so here I can say it's 9.27, and this one is rounded to 2 decimal places. Okay, so from 9.27 I can see that h is between, this is the lower bound, so it's 9.27 here, and this is the upper bound, it's 10.77. okay, so it's second one. Okay, for the next one, yeah, this one is hard. X equals 3, y equals 5, both correct to the nearest centimeter. So I have here x equals 3 and y equals 5 to the nearest centimeter. So 1 divided by 2, we know that, equal 1 divided by 2 equals 0.5. So let's add and subtract 0.5 for both of them. So 0.5 here for subtraction and 0.5 here for addition. 0.5, 0.5. So we will get 2.5, here 3.5, 4.5, and 5.5. Till now it's easy. After that he said, what is the upper bound of xy minus x? What is the upper bound of xy minus x? So look here with me, I need xy minus x. I need to calculate the upper bound of this calculation. Okay, I know that this one is subtraction, so upper bound will be upper bound minus lower bound, and the first one is multiplication, so it will be upper multiplied by upper. But you have here x and here also x, and you can't in the same example, you can't use the upper and lower bound of x at the same time. So if you use here the upper bound of x, you must use here the same number of x. Okay? If you use at the beginning x, upper bound of x, so the second one it's the same x, so you have to use also the upper bound. You can't use here upper bound and here lower bound. So how can I do this? You can here to get the upper bound, you will choose the upper bound for multiplication, and for subtraction also you put the upper bound. And you can also try the lower bound for x also, but it will give you a smaller answer. So to get the upper bound, it will be upper for x, upper for y, and you have to take upper for x also here, because it's the same number. If it's different, yes, you can use lower, but it's the same. For example, if we have here x like it's z, a different one, a different variable, a different number, okay, use the lower bound for it. But it's the same number like here. So if you use the here upper, you have to use here upper. In another way, we can write this one xy minus x, like you can take x as a common factor. Open bracket, it will be y minus 1, right? If you take the x as a common factor. So we need to get actually the upper bound of x multiplied by y minus 1, right? So it's this x multiplied by this bracket, and the upper bound means what? Means upper bound of the first one, so upper bound of x minus upper bound, lower bound, sorry, because it's what? Wait, sorry, it's multiplication. So upper bound of x multiplied by lower bound of y minus 1. Okay, so upper bound of x, it will be 3.5 multiplied by lower bound of y minus 1, it will be lower bound only of y, because this one is like constant, it's not rounded to anything, so you will leave it the same. So lower bound of y is 4.5 minus 1. 4.5 minus 1 means 3.5, so it will be 3.5 multiplied by 3.5, that means 49/4 means 12.25. Wait, we made some mistake. Yes, 3.5. So 3.5 multiplied by 3.5 multiplied by 3.5, 12.25. No, it's a mistake. So it's the upper bound of x multiplied by, why we choose lower bound? Well, yes, here is a mistake. It's a multiplication, and the multiplication is upper bound multiplied by upper bound. Upper bound multiplied by upper bound. So upper bound of y also, it will be 5.5 minus 1. So here it will be 5.5 minus 1 means 4.5. So multiply 3.5 multiplied by 4.5. 3.5 multiplied by 4.5, you will get 15.75. 15.75 centimeter. So again, don't forget for multiplication, if you need to get upper bound, it's upper bound multiplied by upper bound. For addition, it's upper bound plus upper bound. It's the same, even for addition or subtraction. If you need upper, it's upper and the upper. Lower, it's lower and lower. But for division and if he asked for upper, start with upper and use a different one for the second number, or for example in the division. Use it in the denominator, like if you need the upper bound for division, so it's upper divided by lower. If you need lower, so it's lower divided by upper. In subtraction, if you need upper, it will be upper minus lower. If you need lower, it will be lower minus upper. So let's complete. Question number 8. A tennis racket is 690 centimeter in length. Correct to 3 significant figures. So here 690, three significant figure here. The third significant figure is units. So also it's 1 divided by 2 means 0.5, right? This is with centimeter. So subtract 0.5 and add 0.5. You will get here 89.5, and here you will get 690.5, the upper and lower for this only. He said, what is the longest length? Longest means upper, so it will be this. The unit was centimeter, the same like the first one. Okay, but he said here I have centimeter, I don't have this number in centimeter, the rest is millimeter. To convert this one into millimeter, 690.5, you will multiply by 10, so it will be 6905 millimeter. Okay, so it's this one. Okay, the last one, question number 9. A rectangle of length 45 centimeter. So length equal 45 centimeter, and it's rounded to the nearest centimeter, means I will add and subtract 0.5. So it will be 44.5 and 0.5. Okay, lower and upper. This is for the length. And for width, it's 0.41 meter, but he said it's correct to nearest centimeter. So you have to convert it first into centimeter. So width equal 41 centimeter. I multiplied it by 100, so it's 41. Now it's centimeter, and it's correct to nearest centimeter. So, and I will add and subtract 0.5. Okay, so it will be 40.5 and 41.5. So this is the lower and this is the upper. He said calculate the lower bound of the perimeter. Okay, how to calculate the lower bound of the perimeter, and what is the rule of perimeter actually at the beginning? Perimeter equal length plus width multiplied by 2. Okay, so actually it's addition, not multiplication, because this multiplication is only with a constant. This number 2 is not correct to anything actually, so you will leave it 2. Here it's addition, and if you need upper bound of addition, if you need to calculate upper bound, no, sorry, he said lower bound. If we need to calculate lower bound of addition of perimeter here, it will be lower bound of length, okay, plus lower bound of width, then multiplied by 2. So let's see, lower bound of length, it was 44.5. Lower bound of width, it was 40.5, then multiply by 2. So here is the answer, 44.5 plus 40.5, so it's 85 multiplied by 2, you will get 170, equal 170, of course centimeter, not centimeter square, it's a mistake here in the question. So only 170 centimeter only, not centimeter square, because he asked it for the perimeter. Okay, thank you, and I hope you will get the full mark in the quiz. It's easy, don't worry, it won't be like this, it will be easier. Thank you, and